Hi folks, Richard from ProCalc. Over the last couple of years we've spoken to hundreds and hundreds of builders about the way that they manage clients, some of the issues that they have and some of the solutions that they've got. And I'm just going to share something that might be really helpful with you today. The first thing that people talked about, or that builders talked about, was really spending too much time answering clients' questions. So as you know, clients are spending a bomb on the amount of on the work that they're getting done on their house, and so they genuinely need to have a good understanding of what's taking place. So they have hundreds and hundreds of questions which are legitimate. So what that means for the builder is that they do need to spend a fair bit of time answering those questions and working out a way to do that. However, if the client doesn't answer those questions, what the builders talked about in those interviews was that the client would become hesitant. So it's very much a part of human nature that the client will sort of slow down and go, gee, I haven't got all the information, I'm not comfortable proceeding until I actually understand what's happening here. And so that was one of the issues that the builders raised. Another thing that builders talked about was that if the builder doesn't impose their process, be it at sales, preliminary, or even during the build, what happens is the client can start trying to impose their process, which is always not a good outcome because clients don't build houses, you guys do. And so that was they were the key problems that they talked about around client management. And some of the people that we spoke to had a really, really good solution, and that was to create an infographic. So I'm going to show you that today and how to construct that infographic, and we've got a template that we can also share with you. So just going on to what that infographic might look like, and this is one that I pulled together a bit earlier, but obviously everybody who's watching this, they will have their own process. So don't think that this has to be your process. You can actually construct your own process. It might have 3 steps, it might have 6 steps, whatever it may be. But in this one, what we've got are basically 4 steps. First one is about the early client engagement and design. Second is about the detailed design and permits. Third is about finding the right builder. And fourth is about managing the actual delivery. Okay, so that was the process that this particular business went through. You will have your own process, so obviously fold that into this sort of template. What you'll see here is that above basically at the top here, so up and in all of these up the top, we talk about features of that particular stage in the process. So in this case, it's creating your brief for your renovation or extension at your home. But importantly, what we did also there was to really ensure that there was a budget validation right at the very beginning of the process. Then you'll see why we do it this way, and that's the consistent message that's used across there, is that we have a collection of benefits. So the first benefit is that your renovation and extension concept is based on your individual brief to deliver a beautiful and livable space. We also talk, one of the other benefits in there is that we establish that they can actually afford what they want to achieve, and that they've got the budget and they can do it. And you really want to do that very early on in the process to make sure that everybody's on the same page and that no one's wasting their time. The next stage of the process is really about detailed design and permits. We talk about council permits and engineering and a whole variety of things, and obviously the benefit of that is that it gets done properly. We talk about recruiting the builder, and then finally in the 4th stage, we basically cover off the way that the job is managed. So be it an online portal for delivering the project, resolving on issues on site that need to be closed out so the project can progress. And so that's really, really important. And again, what we would do is, so there's your features, there's your benefits down there, and in the benefits, it's things like meeting the time frame, meeting the quality of the work, keeping the client informed and in a happy place. So there's really a whole variety of things that can be fed into this depending on what your process is. But if you think about your process from beginning to end, and you break it into those discrete stages, and then look at the features in each stage, and then the benefits to the client of each stage, then you've got the makings of an infographic. So the idea of the infographic is that it helps clients trust and follow your process, not their process, your process. They haven't got one, remember, to reduce disputes and dramas on site and save your time massively. to improve the project outcome, where everybody plays a clearly defined role. So you play your role, they play their role, and that way we've got clear lanes that everybody stays in. And that's the way you can do that. If you would like to download the free template, you can. Just visit procalc.com.au and have a good day. Thanks.